So there's a little bit of a selection bias going on here that happens very regularly on the show. And it's like all guys are like that, or most guys are doing that. And the thing is, this is a very small percentage of men that do this. The thing that a lot of women don't want to accept is a lot of women are sleeping with the same men. A lot of women are Eskimo sisters, and they don't know it because they get dickmatized by a guy while he's spinning plates. He has 6 other girls for the other days of the week. And and there's a lot of guys that get away with doing this today because of the sexual hierarchy has just completely moved up completely because of dating apps, because of social media and stuff like that. Y'all are all seeing these guys with the supercars, the money, and all this stuff. Y'all all want the same thing, but there's a very small percentage of men that have that. So what ends up happening is you think all these guys are like that, but there's actually a ton. I'd say 90% of men are exactly what you want, exactly what you said you want. But who wants to downgrade to that? Who wants to downgrade to the guy that makes $40,000 a year? Who wants to downgrade to the guy that's 6 foot tall, 6'1"? You don't want to go down to those things, but in reality, you would get exactly what you wanted out of your life as far as love goes. But would you fully be turned on? Would your pussy tingle for him? Possibly not, and that's the issue. Is a lot of women, you sit there, you might get dickmatized, or this is the problem with hedonism. This is the problem with living in your pleasure. Because whenever you live in your pleasure and you go and sleep with people just for fun or just for pleasure, that as a woman you're releasing oxytocin when you orgasm. You're having a harder time pair bonding with people after that. It's actually very detrimental to you. That's why one of the number one things I teach on this show is for women to be celibate. Because if you sleep around, you're never going to find the guy that really will love you. Because if you're dickmatized by Chad or Tyrone over here, the good guy over here that's maybe 2 inches shorter or whatever it is, you're not even going to see him. You're so caught up with this other dickhead, you won't even see the other guy that's a good guy. So that's one of my big advices that I give. And always remember, those guys that you're thinking, it's a bias based off of your perspective. There's way more guys that are good men. You just need to open your eyes to those type of guys, And it sucks, though, because I feel bad because a lot of men, I feel bad for y'all and I feel bad for the men. There's a lot of men that can't get to the provisioning level to make women happy today because y'all are killing it financially and shit. But there's also a lot of women that can't lock down and get the relationship from the guys that they want. It's shitty on both ends. Both sides are really fucked up right now. What was I was trying to think what the actual question was on this one. Where
could you downgrade?
Oh, yeah. Could you downgrade? For knowing those statistics that I brought up earlier, could you maybe downgrade for in the next 10 years possibly?
I could downgrade on the height.
That's the one. Yeah. And that's the one that I think that if you do have to downgrade on one thing, that's the one, because I'm telling y'all, this is something that we were kind of talking about before the show, but women are very hardwired for a provider, guys. That's why that thing that I told you about, across and up, there's a word for it. It's called hypergamy. And women are always going to be hypergamous. Y'all are always going to do those things because you're hardwired for 300,000 years. Y'all had, as Homo sapiens, you were hardwired to be able to take care of yourself and possibly a baby. It's not because even 50,000 years ago, y'all couldn't survive without a man, period. Having a baby, you really couldn't fucking survive in the wild. You were super fucked. So because of that, y'all are super hardwired to find a provider, a guy that is across and above you. And that's what makes it all super hard for women today. So because of that, I think that you will find, you will downgrade on the height probably, and you'll find the provider probably one day. But for you, would you downgrade on any of those things, knowing the statistics, how bad it is for men right now?
I feel like if I were to downgrade, it would definitely be the financial aspect, because one thing about me, I'm always get a bag.
You're always going to kill it on money.
And I feel like money is something that will always be here. And I feel like you can always hustle to get something, even if it's not what I have. At least you're showing me the effort that you're working to get that. You know what I'm saying? So if you're putting that effort in, I feel like, okay, bet.
Yeah, but something that we get brought up on the show all the time is drive. If a guy has drive, y'all will stick with him.
It's more
but it's about but he has to have that drive. And the second that drive is gone, or they're being lazy or anything like that, it shows building a man just doesn't work for most women. And that's what happens. A lot of women play that build a man shit, and it ends up shooting them in the foot because he's not the right guy to be doing it with. But there are some men that if they got the drive, you're completely correct. And it's always about betting on them. You're gambling. And the thing is, I always tell women to gamble on the guys that are the electricians, the AC guys, the HVAC guys, the plumbers, because those guys in 5 to 10 years, they're going to be making a fucking killing when they're journeymans. They're going to maybe start their own electrician business or something. Y'all, those are the guys that if you see driving one of those guys, fucking hold him down. He may be making $40K right now, but he's going to be fucking killing it, and he's going to have a real job that's going to have tons of future. We're always going to need those guys. They're always going to be there, and there's less and less and less of them today than ever. So really, like that's something that's really problem today is nobody prizes the blue collar guys, but they deserve it. They really do. What about you?
At this point, I might need a girlfriend because I can't compromise. Oh no, you can't make less. That's just, I have a lifestyle that I can afford.
Yeah.
And I want you to be able to afford the same things that I like, the same shit I like to do. Because if I'm picking you, we obviously doing something together. And if I want to go to STK and you can't afford, then you said you want to go to Texas Roadhouse.
That's a problem.
That's a problem.
Yeah,
I can't.
You will never get this. You will never get this.
That's one thing I just don't think I can compromise on that. Like every guy I talk to like has, for the most part, something going on, or I know for sure they're making what I make or more.
Yeah, so I'm actually gonna go back to something about that in just a second because you said that you know, like you don't want to downgrade lifestyles, right? Don't let me forget that downgrade lifestyles. Let me check these super chats really quick, bro, so I can keep up with them tonight. We got Ombre the House, $2. Like the video and you will get an Instagram blue check. Yes, it's that easy, guys. You get Instagram blue checks from liking my video. $2 again from Ombre. Height doesn't attract when we horizontal in bed. Hey, it doesn't mean nothing.
But you ain't gonna get me to the bed.
Hey.
Okay.
$2 from JR. Tall and broke or short and stable?
None of the above.
Tall, yeah, here, let's try it really quick. Tall and broke or short and stable? You have to choose one of these two. Tall and broke or short and stable?
Short and stable. I'll close my eyes.
Okay. What about you? You gotta choose one.
Yeah, I'd say short.
Short and stable?
Short and stable.
Wow, we don't like broke guys over here.
Short and stable.
Short and stable.
We don't like broke guys over here. Yeah, okay. Let's go to the next one. We got $2 from JD. What do you bring to the table? They are the table, bro.
Okay.
We'll ask just really quick. What do you bring
What
to
do
the
I
table?
bring to the table?
Try to say like a quick answer for it.
Me?
Me?
I'm the prize.
She's the table. What about you?
Charisma.
Charisma. What about you?
I don't know. I feel like communication, just like.
You
that
talk
person
closer if
holds-
you can.
Just like kind of that person that just kind of holds you down, a great support system.
A therapist.
I was gonna say, what is a table? Support. It supports everything.
So just a support. I honestly think that's one of the best.
Don't.
Hey, no, I'm saying I did that because it's like a good word to use.
It's important because
I'm not downplaying what you said at all. I actually think that's the best answer on the table. What about you?
Education, compassion, lovingness, good genes,
Yeah.
like everything.
Yeah, but no, like honestly, support is really big, and a lot of women don't understand that sometimes it is that simple as being the support. Like if he's really good at, it's called complementarianism. Like if I'm really good at making money, my girl's gonna be very good at cooking or cleaning or whatever the hell she's good at. There's certain, and here's the thing, the guy is sometimes the better cook. It's just about being complimentary. Like she needs to be good at whatever is the opposite, like whatever compliments him. You know.
we are here to make each other's life a little bit easier in any way that we can.
Exactly. Yes.
And behind every great man is an even greater woman.
Yeah, I agree with that one. But at the same time, kingdoms fall because of women too. So you gotta be super careful which women you choose. Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.